Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin?
And that's pretty exciting. We saw a few years back the emergence of Ripple, all the great work they were doing with blockchain processes to really bring efficiency.
I am absolutely bullish on the regulators. This is a really big deal. That's a huge deal. USDC is now legal electronic money in the European Union.
Laughable now when you think back to 2017 when the institutions are here. Yeah, right. But now, there's no debate. They were in pretty early, but they're also very sophisticated. They run their own technology, typically managing their own money. It's a bit different when you're managing someone else's money. And I think now what we're starting to see is the firms that manage other people's money are starting to get more comfortable with the space. And
Bretton Woods conference. So I think we really need a sort of new Bretton Woods, I would say, for
Kinetic's Jewel token will launch on July 23rd.
There's a lot of opportunity to create value in XRP.
Know what you hold?
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP army.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock news. On this day, 4 years ago, this synchronicity happened. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 2.25 trillion. Another red day today, down 3% in the past 24. We got XRP currently in that number 7 spot in the cool mid 40s, right around 44.5 cents. We got Stellar XLM right around 0.089 BTC down to 58,569. We got ETH right around 32 hundo. We got Flare Networks right around 0.02. We got Axelar right around 57 cents. XDC right around 2.5 cents. We got Stronghold at 0047. Songbird 0086. Zahao 0.082. And Evernode right around 16 cents. On this day 4 years ago, XRP, XLM, Silver Gold 1776. Synchronicities, another glitch in the matrix. Here's XRP 1776. Stellar XLM in reverse, 1776. XLM, XRP. We got one from Ripple, our new tried feature in the Ripple payment API documentation. Lets developers test API requests in real time without logging in or using real funds. Available now as a lightweight testing tool. Customers can try it before they buy it. We got subject views. Listen to Daniel Hurst, head of products and services for enterprise payments, EMEA, FIS Global, discuss the rollout of instant payments such as Ripple.
The major impacts of instant payments and the challenges as well. Looking forwards, what do you see as the major changes that we should expect within the payment landscape?
Yes. Oh, okay. Excellent. Well, let's baseline the real time. You see, there's a transformation about to happen in real time, but let's say we're well through that now. So where does it go next? And we make all this investment in real time, so we should now jolly well make sure we make some benefit out of that. So I think it's the business overlay services really start coming to the fore. You see that with things like request to pay. I see two great examples of request to pay. One for corporations collecting their money, automating invoicing and asking people to pay and being a lot more proactive and streamlined in that area. And very much seeing the next stage of open banking against real time, where you begin to see the shift of card transactions and people getting a lot more comfortable of doing account to account in a frictionless way. So it just shows more and more volume going down these rails. So you can see the business overlay services. And I think the point I'm really looking forward to, because I work with so many corporate banks, so many in that transaction banking space, is the improvements that can come through sending your sterling transaction to dollars or to Mexican peso or whatever it might be. And it's somewhat inefficient at the moment, of course. It's lots of interbanks involved, long settlement cycles, liquidity issues, costly processes. But we're already seeing the CSMs of Europe team up with the CSMs in the US to provide link the real-time SEPA instant link to TCH, link to FedNow. And straight away then through the touch of a button, it should be, a payment goes from here over to there far more efficiently, solving that liquidity issue, because the liquidity is instant as well. And I can see banks really begin to step into that area, a spider web of real time. And the benefits of that should be extreme for banks, for consumers, for retail, for corporates. And that's pretty exciting. We saw a few years back the emergence of Ripple, all the great work they were doing with blockchain processes to really bring efficiency to cross-border. I believe that comes again. So you're going to see the emergence of real-time rails, the emergence of more blockchain digital currencies, and it's going to be fascinating how those things come together.
It really is going to be fascinating.
Transformation's about to happen in real time. We got one from Uphold. We're bringing you USDC on Stellar org. Enjoy the flexibility of moving your USD to your Uphold and external Stellar wallet. Stellar aims to connect people, banks, and payment processors making crypto transactions seamless. Uphold, USDC, Stellar, XLM. We got XRP drop. Circle is bullish on the regulators. Mika is such a big deal. One of the most important steps forward for the whole industry. RLUSD will be launched soon and will also play an essential role in the global stablecoin market.
That by design, stablecoin will make the cost of money transfer zero or close to zero. Are you bullish on the regulators?
I am absolutely bullish on the regulators. This is a really big deal. You have the European Union, one of the biggest economies in the world. You have the most comprehensive crypto regulation that the world has seen, a huge body of work. And you have the prudential regulators at a kind of EU-wide level. You have very, very strong central bank regulators in France who have done the work to figure out how do you enable a global stablecoin like USDC to function in the European market. That's a huge deal. USDC is now legal electronic money in the European Union. And EURC is also legal electronic money in the European Union.
RLUSD coming to a wallet near you. We got one from Smoke Dog. Institutions don't care about the current price action.
Committed, or do you think that at that level they're salivating at the opportunity to get in? Yeah, we get this question a lot, and certainly for those of us who've been around the space for a while, we've been through a number of cycles. And what's different this time, prior cycles, people would try to scramble when they saw the price running up, when the interest was hot, and then when there'd be a drawback, the interest would wane, it would fizzle, and then they'd move on to other things. I think this time around, there's been enough research internally, enough institutional resources committed that many are now fully committed to the space. Actually, they see this maybe as an opportunity where some of the crypto native players that had a massive head start have had to take down the sales a little bit, regroup. They're reassessing some things, maybe they hired too quickly, those kinds of things. So now the more traditional players that were behind have an opportunity to make up some ground. So we see the commitment more so, and they're not phased, at least the firms that we talk to are not phased by the price action this time around. I mean, it's become kind of a meme in the crypto space that the best time to build is a bear market, but you basically just described it, right? You're not dealing with retail FOMO and putting out fires and a million people trying to sign up on any given day. You can actually build a product that's superior for your customers without as many distractions. Absolutely. You now have institutional commitment where they see this as having longevity, and it's going to change and evolve as we've talked about. It's an evolving space, but I think the question has now been decided as to whether this is something that is going to be sustainable. It'll change and morph through time, but I do believe that in Cbo's acquisition of Eris, we do see a generational shift in the capital markets, in the infrastructure, in the assets, and the way that people interact, and so now the institutions are looking to participate. I mean, we have BlackRock, JP Morgan, Fidelity, obviously, Citadel. Now, I mean, it was sort of laughable now when you think back to 2017 when we yelled, the institutions are here. Yeah, right. But now, I mean, there's no debate. These are the biggest financial institutions on the planet, and they're committing wholeheartedly to the crypto space. You're definitely seeing that. And you've seen, institutions covers a pretty broad swath. So the shops that ran their own technology, that were generally managing their own money, were institutions, and they were in pretty early when you think about DRW and its Cumberland division and firms like Jump or some of the other firms that are electronic trading firms. I mean, they were in pretty early, but they're also very sophisticated. They run their own technology, typically managing their own money. It's a bit different when you're managing someone else's money. And I think now what we're starting to see is the firms that manage other people's money are starting to get more comfortable with the space. And then the firms that provide access to other people are starting.
Institutions are here to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up. We got one from Mr. Matt XRP IMF. World Bank suggested a new Bretton Woods is needed for the digital finance, DeFi, crypto assets, and CBDCs.
Given the level of payments, cross-border payments, luckily we freedom of capital movements, also thanks to the important instrument managed by historic. So it's I think that we should overcome this national and nationality issue, and so I think we need, I would say, a dual approach. So surely, bottom up, but in part top down. Honestly, we have seen that in dramatic movements, and I use this example and joke, Mathilde knows. I think that we had, Bretton Woods conference. So I think we really need a sort of new Bretton Woods, I would say, for digital finance, DeFi, for crypto assets, for CBDC. But we surely need that all the actors. And by the way, we have also different international fora dealing with this, but they have, I would say, a different kind of composition. In some cases, maybe, obviously, maybe central bankers and people interested in only, let's say, in the macro stability side, but there are the micro stability, there are the investor protection. We need really a broad, at least, place where we have to put together all the relevant, let's say, policy makers, regulators, supervisors, as broad as possible, okay, in order then to find also top down at least some principles that then can go down. I think this is essential in order to avoid also, let's say, tensions that I think otherwise we may have much broader than what we have experienced in the last, I would say, 20 years a couple of times. Thank you, Matteo.
We got Kinetic Markets. Want to know when? Well, here's your answer. Get ready to put your S-Flare to work.
Kinetic's Jewel token will launch on July 23rd. That's right. Trading will open for Kinetic's native token Jewel on Tuesday, July 23rd, first on Probit. Jewel will also be available for trading via DEX sometime after. You wanted to know when. Well, now you have your answer. Kinetic is starting the DeFi party on Flare with the launch of the Jewel token on July 23rd.
We got CoinsKid. The XRP bear pennant target has almost been met. Will we see the follow through to the yellow line? Sentiment feed. Bitcoin has now fallen to a 2-month low, with most altcoins faring far worse. With many traders buying the dip when BTC was nearing 60K, longs have been liquidated aggressively the last couple hours. This goes for other crypto caps like Ethereum, Solana as well. Mustache Bitcoin. It looks like we're currently going to experience the true spring event in the Wyckoff reaccumulation model. And we got one from Dark Defender. XRP continues stimulating our nerve endings by staying below 46.23 with 2 consecutive candles in the 4-hour time frame. It's important to note that the volume is currently at a shallow level, indicating a lack of market activity. This means that people don't want to buy and don't want to sell either. XRP likes adventures and always tries to reach the limits where it stands at the final frontier. 0.3917, the chance of hitting here will be high if the upcoming candle closes below 46.23. So the current price is based on the shallow volume figures, and the RSI indicator is at an oversold area. And we got Titan of crypto, Bitcoin forming a local bottom, striking similarities on BTC. It looks like it's forming the same price action as it did in 2023. And with that being said, Batman bag ladies, never fear. XRP, the next Bitcoin, know what you hold.
From the get-go, Ripple has worked with regulators, and we have worked with regulated institutions like banks where there isn't regulatory uncertainty. And so we have found that part of the reason why XRP has performed well is because people realize, hey, wait a minute. Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? Back to your question, is XRP the next Bitcoin? If we work with the system to solve this problem, and we can solve that problem at scale, a problem measured in the trillions of dollars, then there's a lot of opportunity to create value in XRP.
With that being said, Batman bag ladies, appreciate you stopping by, tuning in for another one. Smash those likes on the way out. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy your 4th of July. Be safe out there. We'll catch you in the next one. What will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price It's finally revealed.
Big bags.
Later glitches.
Shout out to my people across the globe, yeah, we did it. If you're holding strong, got a bag, then we win it. Now we in that rocket and it's gone and it's lifted. Looking at my peeps on the ground, they just wishing. They just wishing. Looking at my peeps on the ground, they just wishing. When I'm in my rocket, I don't hear any haters. Buying up space, got like 100 acres. I survived a crash by burning up my paper. Monopoly